Any diversity or some Latinos I heard. Latina?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What part of Latina are you from?
Actually, I moved from Mexico 7 years ago. I'm from Central Mexico.
Central Mexico. The way you said actually was the whitest thing I've heard in my life. You're like, actually, you were born and raised in Mexico.
Yeah, until I was 12.
Until you were 12 years old. That's amazing. What is your name?
Maria.
Maria, of course. It's Mario, Maria, you know. I hate that I have such a Latino name because people think I'm Latino often. They're like, Mario Adrion. No, he's going to be such a sexy, raspy Latino coming on stage. And then I have this goofy German accent. I'm like, hello everybody. I now tell you some funny jokey jokes, yeah? So Maria, are you legal in this country?
I am. My dad is a truck driver and a company brought him over with like visas and stuff. We still had to pay.
Holy shit. She was ready for that question, dude. Did you see that shit? She rehearsed it in a mirror. She was like, okay, ICE might be coming to Nebraska soon. Let's rehearse this. She was like, my dad is a truck driver. He gave us a visa. That's great.
But we still had to pay like 75,000 bucks.
75,000 bucks?
We only paid 25% of the total cost. Because the company...
You sure you're not Jewish? That seems like a good deal. Why do you pay so much? Oh, for the company to sponsor the visa or something?
The company sponsored 75% of it, and we still had to pay like 75,000 bucks. That's how expensive a visa is.
Yeah, I get it. Mine was not like that, and I feel bad now because I got a visa. I feel horrible, man. I got a visa because I used to work as a male model. So your dad worked his ass off. You guys paid 20 grand to get a visa. He's a hard-working Mexican, and I got a visa because I can tech bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like for my jawline. It's fucked up, and I feel bad. Oh my God. I just unlocked a new guild as a German. You know, I have German guild. White can also have. I didn't know I could have hot guild also. You know, now I feel. It's true, I got a visa for modeling. I used to modeling and I got a visa. It says on my visa that I'm an alien with extraordinary abilities. For what? For modeling, dude? It's so fucked up. Oh my God, yeah. But your dad must be really good at truck driving though. If they want him so, like if I was a company, you know what I mean? They see this guy that this guy can't drive. We want the Mexican driver, you know what I mean? So is he a very good truck driver?
He's like very old. He's been doing it for a very long time.
I would stop talking right now because ICE might be in the house and they might get rid of your dad.
My parents had me when they were 41. So they're in their
when they're 41. That's like crazy.
My parents are in their 60s and my dad has been doing it since I was born. So he's been doing it like 19 years because I'm almost 19. He has like a hazmat certification, which means he can carry like dangerous materials.
She's promoting her dad right now. Do you see what's happening? So if anybody in Nebraska is hiring a hard-working but old Mexican, hit her up. Hit up Maria, okay? Because he's wearing a hazmat. He's got all the certifications. You know what I mean? He's got the papers too. Yeah. So Maria, what do you do for a living? You're 19.
I'm a college student.
College student?
And I work at the diners, one of the diners.
This is what I'm fucking talking about. This is the American dream right there. A diner, by the way, diners, Americans think that diners are trashy. I fucking love it. I'm so excited. After this, I'm driving from Lincoln, Nebraska to Fort Wayne, Indiana for 11 hours. And I can't wait to stop at a Cracker Barrel in Iowa and just see the real America. Right? Because you guys might not relate to this, but to me, a diner is what I learned in movies growing up. You know, you fall in love with a diner, you have a milkshake there, somebody gets shot at some point and abducted. But like, that to me is the American dream. When you go to Europe, you see your beautiful castles. You guys are like, oh my God, look at the castle, so gorgeous, so much history. That's the same way I feel when I go to Cracker Barrel. I walk in, I'm like, oh, look at this, it's so big. Oh, the sticky floor, you kinky. It's so American. I want to see that shit. Yeah. What diner do you work at?
I work at Able, which is one of the diners, and it's one of the residency dining halls.
Nice. What do you guys sell? What's like the number one? It's like hot dogs, pancakes, fentanyl. Which one is it? Like
Besides the fentanyl.
Besides fentanyl, yeah.
It's usually American Girl because it's an order ahead, so it's either American Girl or the pasta, the Italian food.
The pasta?
Yeah.
Yo, American cuisines are kinky as fuck because you guys have everything on one menu. It's kind of crazy, yeah? What kind of clientele goes there? Is it like old truckers? Huh?
On campus.
Oh, it's for the students in the college. Oh my God. Hell yeah. All right, I kind of want to go. I've never been to a college party. I went to college in Germany and that shit's boring because we don't, you know what I find so weird also about America is that you guys pay, how much you pay for college?
I pay $5,000 a semester, but I don't have...
That's not bad.
But I don't live on campus, and I have one of the cheaper majors. If I had one of the more expensive majors, it goes up to like $10,000.
I heard it can be way more expensive, yeah. So you're like a second-class student. You sit in, they make you sit in the bleachers, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, yeah. But you're sitting front row at my shows, that's what counts, you know? Yeah. You know what I paid for college? I paid 175 euros a semester for my semester ticket, but the government paid me like $400 a month to have an apartment in Berlin. So, yeah, I know. It's a fucking liberal, queer, free tuition we have in Germany. I'm sorry, but I stopped because it's too gay, bro. I couldn't do it anymore, you know? That's why I'm doing comedy in Nebraska right now. What is it that you're studying?
Health, nutrition, and exercise sciences with a minor in wellness psychology for pre-athletic training, which means I'm an on-field doctor for football games.
Oh?
Gay! What the fuck is that? I've never heard. That's your man. Dude, as a German, the inefficiency that fucking triggered me. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Did you retain anything she said? Something like exercise. Oh my god. You must be good. You rehearsed that. You rehearsed it just like what your dad's immigration status. Oh my fucking god, dude. Maria. This is fucking America. She's paid $5,000 for whatever the fuck that was. You know, it's like a semester, yeah. So what do you want to do when you grow up, Maria?
So basically, football games or any sporting event, I would be the person that as soon as somebody gets injured, you go in there, you're assessing the injury. You're like the on-field doctor for non-emergency cases.
Wow.
Jesus, okay, the amount of words you say without saying much, I think you should become a politician. Because that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You look pretty racist. Where are you from? You also look so straight. You look so straight, it's kind of gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to cast a straight guy, like a straight American dude, I'd be like, this guy, yeah. Did you play football or something? You look very fit too.
Football and wrestling.
Gay? Bro, football and wrestling? It doesn't get much gayer than that, dude. No, but in Europe we always have a saying, it's not gay unless you smile. You know what I'm saying? If you rollerblade on the beach, you know, smiling, that's pretty gay. You know what I'm saying? If you rollerblade on the beach serious, then it looks like you're invading a country. You know, it's very... Same with wrestling, right? If you're wrestling up there, rolling with the guy, just like smiling, you know, then that's so gay, right? But if you wrestle with the guy, just like serious face, then that's still gay. Some things are just gay. Something are just gay. Something are just gay. Do you ever do what's it called, the oil check? Yeah.
Personally never.
Okay. So the oil check is basically, by the way, Bill is a jiu-jitsu black belt guy, so he told me all about this like wrestling stuff, and basically it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's what, any homophobes in the room, buckle up, alright? So isn't the oil check where you, when you wrestle, to get more grip on the body, you put a finger up their butt? Whatever it takes, really. What's the saying? Sometimes the means justifies the ends, or whatever the saying is. You know? We Germans are very funny people. That's right. That's right. Joke number 1. That's how people think we sound. They think we Germans are fully autistic. To be fair, we are a little autistic. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she's nodding. Yes. Is your husband German? I know, that's always what happens. It's always a girl with like an autistic German who's like, yes, very much so autistic, yeah. How does his autism manifest?
He loves airplanes.
Okay, wow, you're really, okay, yeah. There's different brands of autism, you know what I mean? There's like the ones who like the counting the pebbles, and then there's like Elon Musk, you know, there's like all the different spectrums. Yeah. How do you guys meet?
I studied abroad in Germany.
What part of Germany?
Frankfurt, yeah.
That's the most autistic part of Germany. It is, it really is. It's a financial district of Germany. Or, that's where the planes are. He's so aroused about it too, he's like... Mario, that's where all the planes are. That's cool. What's your favorite plane? A350? Hell yeah, brother. Is that a military plane kind of thing? Good. See? It's a nice plane. It's a beautiful plane, yeah? Yo, you know what I saw? You're gonna love this. Oh my god, your German autism's gonna lose it right now. I was in LA, it was around New Year's, and they had one of these crazy, it looked like a UFO, truly. It was a what's it called? Like the stealth bomber? The B-2, look at this guy, he knew what I was gonna say already, you know? So yeah, you are truly autistic, right? You're just like, yeah. Have you seen that thing? It's a $3 billion thing just flying around LA, stealth bombing, cannot be detected by radar. Yeah, this show is just for one autistic person at this point, but you know. Any gay guys here? Statistically, you guys are lying. I'm just gonna say it right now. You look so straight, it's kind of gay. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like your outfit. You got the baseball cap and the flannel too. Do you do woodworking or something like that? I'm good with the flannel. It's the gayest response you could have picked. You know what I'm saying? What's your name? It's a very straight name, Joe. Yeah. What do you do for a living, Joe? You build elevators? Hell yeah, bro. Joe, would you, hypothetical scenario, would you, if somebody offered you $10,000, would you get your dick sucked by a guy? Early today? See, it's a business decision, right? Get that back. If somebody offers you $10,000 and you don't get your dick sucked by a guy, then you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a limit. I think the more comfortable you are with your sexuality, the more straight you are, right? So the more gay you can be as a straight guy, the more straight you are. There is a limit. There's a limit somewhere, right? We gotta find it. Let's find it, yeah. Whatever, Joe. Do you like baseball? No? Gay? I'm kidding. What's the straightest thing you like?
My wife.
Do you like your wife? Gay? I'm kidding. I'm gonna stop.
So Mario Adrion isn't really a very German name. Family from somewhere else.
No, they're all Germans. We will ask the questions. You know what? I thought the same thing, though. I mean, Adrian is not a very German name. It's actually, this is like... I did a 23andMe. I did a DNA test, okay? I'm sorry. And based on my family, they're all from Germany, right? But yeah, my name is not very German. I did the DNA test, thinking also there's some cool exotic mixes, because you Americans are very diverse, for the most part, you know? I did my DNA test, and I'm 91% French-German. And I make a living shitting on French people. And when I saw that, I felt like Luke Skywalker. When he found out that Darth Vader is his dad, I just felt like I was like, no! The most pussy countries have the wildest anthems. Italy has a crazy anthem too. Who's Italian here? Italian? Italian, yeah, Italy! What's the Italian one again? It's something about like Fratelli d'Italia. It's the most beautiful anthem. I think it's the most hardcore one, but... Really? They changed it? They really did? How long ago? Am I too late with my joke? Cannot be unpunctual, or no? Because they said something like, we are ready to die, we are ready to die. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. In World War II, you know, they were too ready to die, not ready to fight, I feel like. And then it says something like, make her the slave of Rome's head or something crazy like that. That's insane. And we Germans had to change our national anthem. Do you know about this, Fabio? But it was not even as crazy as theirs. The German national anthem used to be Deutschland, Deutschland über alles, which means Germany, Germany above everything. Which sounds bad on first, but it was actually a call for unity because there's all these little kingdoms in Germany. So Germany above everything was a call for unity, not for superiority. I sound like Diddy's lawyer right now. Whatever, guys. Have you been to a sauna here? But what about in Italy? When you go to a sauna in Italy, are people naked in there, or people? Not like in Germany? Is it only in Germany? I thought it was all over Europe. Austria too? Yeah, Austria. Yeah, it's like a German state. Austria. Any French people here? Yes. Okay. What's your name?
Jérôme.
Jérôme. This is amazing. Oh, Jérôme. Okay. Merci beaucoup. I'm so sorry. So, Jérôme, what brought you to America?
Work.
Work?
I'm working for a German insurance company.
Really? For a German insurance company? Thanks for your service. We Germans, I think we have more respect for insurance people than veterans. Our veterans don't get discounts at all, but insurance people were like, oh, he's an insurance person. We love him so much, yeah? He's doing the Lord's work, yeah? So do you have German bosses? Superiors? Your Führer, is he about German? It's a language barrier. I'm just trying to get on the same page, yeah? How was it working for a German as a French guy? Was it hard?
I was late, and then I learned to be on time with the German.
Isn't that beautiful? And that's how we raise our kids too, you know? Yeah. Did he chop off your thumbs or anything like that? You guys were born in Poland, all of you guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other from Poland or from here?
No, from here.
Is there like a Polish self-help group or something like that? Yeah?
All 6 of us.
All 6 of us? Is it like a kinky club you have? Like a kinky Polish club, yeah? And do you guys miss Poland sometimes?
No. Just for the family.
Yes, for the family. Do you miss like Polish bakeries or something like that?
We have them down the street.
Oh, really? You brought it. Polish people coming to America, taking jobs from Mexican bakeries. What's the problem? You guys fly. You go. I never.
Speak English.
Really? Okay. Is it that? Is it like a Polish community
Like a
for
Polish
real?
mafia.
Polish mafia.
2 million people.
2 million people? Seems like a high number.
It's the highest population outside of Warsaw, Poland.
Thanks for the German autistic facts. I like that. When did that happen? Was it Germany's fault? I always feel like anything is always Germany's fault, so I'm like, okay, if 2 million people left Poland and went to the US, probably Germany's fault, yeah. Who's fired a gun in here, by the way? The lesbians, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Point guard? Oh, I thought she was a point guard in the WNBA or something. Does that have to do with anything? So a point card is the card you have to, oh, you have one? Oh, can I see this? Why do you all have guns, man? This is like...
Anybody can get one.
You all have a gun card? Who has a gun card here?
Everybody.
Please, left hands, please. Sorry, that was a little too aggressive right there, yeah. Firearms owner identification card. Dude, you look like a school shooter in this photo, dude. It's like, shit, man. Because he's gay. Okay. Alright, there's a lot of sexual tension here. I'm gonna let you guys figure this out. What do you have to do to get that one?
Nothing.
Is there anything like a physical, like an exam, like an evaluation or something?
Only for concealed carry.
Concealed carry?
No.
No.
Be, like, hidden.
Yeah. Well, I know what concealed means, you fucking fuck, yeah. Yeah, okay, so in Illinois you cannot walk around with it open, okay? You just gotta put it in your, Oh, you must be the Serbian woman. I don't know if it's a lack of emotion on your face or the little whatever you wear on your head right now. That's awesome. Are you also Serbian? Yeah? You dress very differently, the two of you guys.
Just her heat radiates on me.
Oh, that's the gayest thing I've heard in my life. And what about you, sir? Do you know these people? Help. Please help. Do you don't know these people?
Yes.
You know them?
Good friends.
Oh, they're good friends. I thought they just sat you here and you were literally just some lonely Polish guy ready to be invaded or something like that. That's good. And what brought you guys to America from Serbia?
War.
Good. So you are you guys refugees?
No. When Kosovo happened, let's get them out of here. She got here as an opportunity with her sister, and then we actually met here.
Oh, you met here, but you both from Serbia? That's so cool. Look at that. The beautiful war love. Somebody's gonna write a book about it at some point. This is great. Yeah. Are you also Serbian?
No.
No? How do you know these guys?
I don't.
By the way, for the Americans, Serbia is a country in Europe, which is a continent that's not America. Okay. I love coming to Zanies, man. Zanies is my favorite club and one of my favorite clubs in the country. And I love coming here. I proposed to my wife at Zanies Comedy Club in downtown Chicago, by the way. Yeah. And I was wondering why I feel so drawn to this place. I always felt this like there was something that's activated inside of me that drew me to this place. And then during Bill's set, I looked at the letters of Zanies. I realized when you rearrange the letters a little bit, and the fact that you all bought tickets to the show, and we sold out 5 shows, this is the only show that's not sold out, by the way, then that makes me think that, yeah, it's a little sus, guys, it's a little sus, This is like some weird Nazi underground meeting here in Rosemont.
We're all here, we're taking over.
So that was a joke. I wonder. She was like, hell yeah, brother, finally. We're taking over. 3 months ago, I got married to my beautiful Jewish wife, right? In Germany, it was a beautiful wedding. We got married in my hometown in Germany, in Albisbach, Hochschwarzwald. I'm very broke though, because obviously paid for the wedding because reparations, and here we are, man. Here we are. I'm so broke, dude. I've been touring nonstop, working my ass off. So thanks for coming, y'all. This tour is called the Jewish Wife Reparation Wedding Fund Economic Hardship Tour, and it's going to continue until the end of this decade, really, okay? And I had this weird thought. It's true, because I made a couple of Hitler jokes online, and as a result of these jokes, people come to my shows. So in a weird way, Hitler is paying for our wedding. Yeah, which he would hate that. He would hate great if he knew he was paying for a German-Jewish wedding, by the way, yeah. I made a reel about Hitler having only one testicle, and I was like, cling, venue deposit covered. And then my wife, she was complaining. She goes, Mario, you shouldn't do as many Nazi jokes. I was like, babe, do you want a live band or not? Like, what are we talking about, yeah? So now put on this SS uniform and shoot the sketch with me, Fräulein Adrion, yeah? Our wedding was sponsored by Volkswagen and Hugo Boss. The wedding was awesome. It was in Germany. And before the wedding, I actually went to my best German friend's wedding. His name is Moritz. And he's uber German, right? He owns a brewery in Alpisbach im Hochschwarzwald. And his wedding was hilarious because German weddings are superior, man. It's unbelievably efficient. So first of all, we go to this ceremony and the priest, he's fully in control of the wedding, right? The priest welcomes everybody. He walks up in the church. He goes, Willkommen, everybody. Today we feel joy. I was like, are you sure, dude? It doesn't sound like it. And then he made a joke, I'll never forget this. He made a joke in church because while he was reading a Bible passage about marriage, a little kid, a little boy, was crying, was like, wah! And then he made a joke. He was like, it looks like this little boy also wants to get married. And I was like, bro, I know you're a Catholic priest, but he's too young even for you. You know, I understand. The priest is so funny because American weddings, right, the officiant is very positive. And it's always like, oh my God, this is the first day of your happily ever after. This is going to be phenomenal. Everything's going to be great. And then the German priest, he was like, marriage is like a sausage. Everybody enjoys it, but nobody wants to know what's inside. There will come days where you will become ugly. And statistically, 58% of marriages end in divorce. I now pronounce you husband and wife. This is what it is. Very efficient. And what I was nervous about the wedding is because we had so many people from America coming. We had more Americans than Germans. Dude, the last time this many Americans came to Germany was D-Day. And also we had so many Jewish people because like my wife has a big Jewish family. So I was very nervous because I wanted them to have such a good time and I didn't want them to be overwhelmed by this super German hometown called Alpisbach im Hochschwarzwald I live in. Because the town even sounds anti-Semitic. I can't help it, you know? We had a wedding week of activities. Not just a wedding, we had like a hike, we had like an Oktoberfest party. It almost felt like a summer camp, but a good camp, yeah, it's a nice camp, yeah. We had an Oktoberfest party, and yo, all the American Jews, they fucking loved it. They were singing along the songs, you know, the ticke zacke, ticke zacke. See, only some people here, yeah. That's pretty German back then. Okay, very good. They were all singing along. We had a beautiful rehearsal dinner, and then it was the day of the wedding, and we got married at a beautiful castle in Germany called Schloss Hotel Weitenburg. And we started the wedding day with my groomsmen. We had little robes. I bought them robes, little silky robes. It was the gayest thing I've ever done. By the way, my wedding was possibly one of the gayest experiences of my life, and it was awesome, dude. So we're all wearing these robes, and I got all my groomsmen these silver robes, and mine was white because I'm the bride, okay? But it was. What's wrong with that? That's what I am. But it was very problematic because my robe, it was like a white robe, and it had a hood, and the hood was very pointy. And I was like, we can't do that. That looks very bad. This is a very bad look, okay? Particularly because there was also a burning cross in the front yard. I was like, this is very bad. We had a photographer, and the photographer was one of our friends, and he's also gay. So he made the photos look a little bit more gay because he would do this thing where he'd be like, okay, now look at each other and smile. And then we look at each other and smile. And let me tell you something. When you are two dudes and you look at each other and smile, there's no way you're not gonna look in love. You guys are straight, right? Hell yeah. How long have you been straight for? So can you do me a favor, man? Can you just grab like you're taking a photo, let's take a cool bro pic. Now just look at each other. Now smile. Wow, I've seen a lot of gay shit, but that was pretty high up there, dude. I truly think you gotta be comfortable doing gay shit, you know what I mean? Because that means you're straight. Huh? Right? A little bit though. Listen, I think being a little comfortable, being a little gay means you're straight, right? So in some way, the more gay you are as a straight guy, the more straight you are. Look it up. I didn't make the rules, it's true. And that's why me and my boys, we got together on my wedding day and we made out to remind ourselves that we're still straight. And then I finally saw my wife for the first time. She looked so beautiful, man. I saw her coming down the stairs, long blonde hair, blue eyes, and I was like, wow, that's not why, but she just looked beautiful. Her dress, everything is gorgeous. She also got this beautiful vintage dress, and fun fact, the dress, when she got it, had some blood on it. So then she asked my mom, she was like, hey, hi kid, there's blood on the dress. And my mom said the creepiest thing. She was like, oh, there's blood in your dress. So what you have to do, you have to take an aspirin pill. You have to crush it, dissolve it in water, put it over, let it lift the blood stain, finish it off with hydrogen peroxide, and then the blood will be gone. How the f*** Do you know that, Mom? It's so creepy. Is that why Dad's been missing for 3 months? Holy shit. So creepy. But yeah, it was beautiful. We fixed the dress and then the ceremony started. And the ceremony was very beautiful. It was like in front of the castle. It was hilarious because we tried to incorporate Jewish elements but also German elements for the wedding, okay? So we had the beautiful Jewish tradition where you break the glass, which symbolizes the fragility of life. It's a reminder that life is precious and meaningful. And then we followed up with a German tradition where we sawed a log of wood. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No joke, my wife and I, 45 seconds into being married, we're doing hard manual labor like my mom would have loved us to, okay? We were there doing hard labor and it symbolizes that life is miserable and full of hard work, yeah? So let me put on my hard hat and let's go to work. And then very awkward moment happened, bro. We had a dinner, okay? And dinner was beautiful, everything was fine. We had some beautiful speeches. And then I gave a speech. I did some stand-up at my own wedding, which you thought would go splendidly. I was telling the love story between me and my wife, how we met. So I told the story and I made one little jokey joke in front of all her Jewish family. I was like, yeah, Vida and I met and first I didn't know she was Jewish, but I found out one night because I found her in the kitchen at 3 a.m. She was doing our taxes. Bomb, dude, bomb so hard. Nobody laughed, okay? And then sometimes in comedy, you have to double down. When a joke doesn't land, you have to double down, okay? So then in front of everybody at my own wedding, I was like, I'm just kidding, guys. I was kidding. She was not doing taxes. She was actually sacrificing a Christian baby. Bombed even harder, dude. I'm like bombing at my own wedding. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I was like, I got one more. I gotta double down even more. So sometimes you gotta acknowledge the room. So I was like, yeah, it's very tough bombing in front of all these Jewish people here. But luckily, Jewish people are very familiar with bombings. And then my wife annulled the wedding. See, that's why I'm here. No, it was beautiful. And then we went outside and we had our wedding dance. Okay, and the wedding dance was rough for me because I'm not Latino, unlike some of you guys. I don't have rhythm, like zero rhythm. And we're practicing our wedding dance. And the only dance we Germans have is called the German Walzer. It's so different from Latin music because you know in Latin music you have the salsa and you follow your hips, you follow the passion of the music, you follow your heart. In the traditional German Walzer, you follow a rectangle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a beautiful celebration. I did my first hora. You know what a hora is? It's a Jewish tradition where you know go on the chairs and you're up there and you're being lifted up by your friends. And when I did the hora, it was so beautiful because all Vida's Jewish family, they were lifting me up and it was so beautiful because I really felt accepted into their family. And my wife was up there and we're at a German castle doing a Jewish hora. I'm with my best friends, everybody I love, and it was such a beautiful moment that brought us together. You know, because Jews and Germans, we have somewhat of a rocky relationship, but I feel like there was a beautiful moment of unity. I really thought, wow, if we Germans and Jews could like work together more, we can take over both Poland and the West Bank. I was like... It's a quick thought, you know? But it's mainly about unity, okay? The favorite moment at the wedding, my wife came out at some point and she was singing me a song. She sang me, and now don't judge me or call me gay. I love Taylor Swift, okay? I love Love Story by Taylor Swift. Romeo, take me. So beautiful, because we're at a castle, you know? And then she came out, she sang the song, and everybody lost their shit. The Americans were dancing like, oh my God, yes, fuck yeah. My mom was dancing. And we all had a great time. I'll be honest with you, since the wedding, I've been working nonstop. Like after a honeymoon, which is also very expensive, I have been working for like 2 months without taking a single day off. I was so desperate to make money back, I even went to Buffalo, New York. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying right now, okay? And I just worked so fucking hard. So about a week ago, I was really feeling very emotional, very sad, and I couldn't focus very well. My wife was asking me, she goes, Mario, are you okay? And I said, no, babe, I think I'm burnt out. And when I said that out loud, I started crying because I realized how real that was for me. And in that moment, I realized what my mom would always tell me. She was like, Mario, if you feel like you're burnt out, you feel like you're working too much, then you have to take a step back, recognize you're burnt out, take a deep breath, and then work even harder, yeah? Put on your hard hat and go to work, because life is miserable and full of hard manual labor. And that's why I'm back here. I'm doing 2 shows at the Comedy Store every single week for you guys, because we need to pay this off. Very good. All right, that's the wedding story. It'll be something great at some point, or I'll never do it again. Who knows?